Who's going to get that first rune? It does both go the way of Wings. Weeha taking a lot of damage early on, but the Illuminate, it hits on 4. Blink is so low. DC's almost got first blood. Resolution, time looking into the first blood, but it's Weeha on the Skywrath throwing the orbs from range. That will bring down Blink. The top 3 CSs on the board. The lanes are looking fantastic for DC to start with. They have a small advantage as now they might find a bigger one. Ice caught out. Rot denial not possible. Misery gets the last club in.
One bright side for Wings there is that they did drop 2 sets.
Weeha has been very cocky in this mid lane, going over the river, and this is that kind of moment they were waiting for. Faith runs in, they'll get an easy crush. Innocence to help out with the Wisp Spirits. Blink, the Storm Spirit! The Mystic Fire! Weeha! He burnt the Retina out of Blink! And now it's a 1-1 trade-off, but that was a heavy rain. Back behind the T1 tower, still a couple of stick charges up his sleeve. Resolution also with Time Walk and stick charges. They'll back up as far as they can, but Resolution, the ball slap under the tree line, and the glaive is not enough damage, but it is! The last word was had by Wings. Misery's coming up for some deep revenge. He needs to find him in the tree lines. Shadow starts his TP out. Innocence does not have the man to do so. Misery gonna loop around the tree line. Try and a lot of joy to be had in that bottom lane. DC.Moo is just having a great time as he comes in close over on the slider. 2 points up in Timber Chain is available, but he's not gonna play that game as on top lane. Oh, Keeper of the Light gets caught out. Finally one of those hooks.
Yeah, it's about to be that time where Blink and IO.
Well, can they jump this? Moo still with the amplification. Faith comes in. There's your first jump. The crush to start with. No vortex with a damage output. It may be enough for the back, but then the Timber Saw chains up the shark trap damage. It's almost going to kill Inz if he's not careful. But they find the kill before he pulls it in.
Wow, Soxa just ditched him right there. I think with an Illuminate, they might have been able to get a triple kill right there. But
has to be prepared for this. The Chronosphere out with a Mystic Flare. It's the old school combo and the Illuminate. The damage is not enough for the one charges. He will still die. We hired an extra Arcane Orb up his sleeve.
Wow, Skywrath actually so fast with the blind. Although, you know, Silencer farming out alone with threat of relocate.
The ping actually came out. They think there's something going up here. DC's rotating supports, but it might be too late. Misery taking heavy damage. The multicast not enough to save his life. And now Resolution has to time walk back to the tier 1 tower.
Wings did such a good job of evading vision of that Observer Ward, but without Chronosphere up, not sure if DC can fight here. They're
forcing it.
Up.
Leap in, time dilation, global silence comes out from Shadow, making this very difficult. Faith Beyond, Blink forward, stuns over on Resolution with a Timber Chain over. They need more damage. Resolution's gonna go down. The Illuminate barely nicks the back of Faith, but with the Timber Chain forward, Moo's bringing the damage, but it's still not enough. Faith Beyond into the tree line. Blink, he's got it. He's into the trees, starting a CP, the hawk away, keeping it going all the way home. It's Fountain Hawking TI6 style. You're still brought back with the relocate, so Innocence will have to give up his life here.
He lost a whopping 4 gold from that, already purchasing his urn right before, and I don't know how Wings managed to make it out of that one, but that was a very fast global silence from Shadow. 10 seconds time. We in very deep.
Faith doesn't have vision of him. Now he will. Blink, crush. Storm Spirit jumps forward. Skywrath Mage. No real defensive abilities. Resolution. He time walked in like he was about to go for the Chronosphere and then pulled out.
I have to applaud Wings again for taking all these fights outside of DC's vision. They do have a ward in this mid lane,
coming over. That Observer Ward sees Faith. Ice still on the back lines, ready to be that saving grace. Blink, crush, Misery now hooked down. Does he have enough damage? Resolution, no mana for a Chrono, and the global silence. They can't respond now, DC. Literally, mute button's been pressed. Wings, they will be forced out. As Weeha was brought in, Blink in the neighborhood. There's your first crush. Is there help with the blinding light? Yeah, there is. Double TPs, but global silence again causing problems. Misery will arrive at Faith. He's in way too deep. The double crush, but Seal Mystic Flare will find the kill. Ice, he's trapped. The Creeper's locking him in the tree lines. He can't escape. The Illuminate will help get the kill, but it goes to Weeha as Wings force the issue a little too hard under the tier 1.
Slaughter has to start off the fight.
You could say, yeah, Ice. Well, here they go. He walks straight up the hillside, mana leak, and he goes for the dismember. No lucky rot death there. So DC get a free kill.
3 unanswered gonna go down unless Wings come over there, but no one's insight.
Well, they still have a relocate, but Io is probably the closest of any of these heroes. Like, he can drag Shadow up. And that's all. Chronosphere now on Faith. TPs begin. Global Silence once again making this difficult for DC to get the instant kill. But now the Timber Chain forward. Faith just explodes. They're going to have more damage once Weeha can get that ulti down, but he can't. Now he can, but it's all being chained up. Wings together, holding hands. But they may die together just as they fought. Moo is low, once he's the tower, chains away. Wings by buyback on Faith. They need a good crush out from him. Blink is off cooldown. He'll find Sasuke over in the tree line, so he'll take a fall too. I will grab that with a denial of the tower. Still a costly fight for Wings.
If they lose a tower, they have to buy it back on the Slardar, and it's going to be really slow on his progression for that force staff.
Faith, Blink, Crush, mid lane. It's Resolution though. Time walks off cooldown in a second. So he'll time dilate and then run away. It's like Faith trying to force an issue, or at least make it so DC doesn't feel comfortable to move across the map.
They had a lot of trouble bursting down Wii, and it's going to be even more troublesome as he picks up his...
Nearby, there is no Global Silence in trouble. Blink is down, he'll commit suicide with a Bloodstone. He'll be back in 10 seconds, but 10 seconds may be too long. Shadow will go down, Innocent's attempted relocate will fail! He didn't get him out in time.
They can hook out the Wisp, though. They can hook out the Wisp. That's the only play that I think they have to perhaps save him.
Ice Ice is standing too far away. Now he's going to come down close enough to it. Innocence, the stun's there. Ice Ice holds the hook. Instead, they may try and contest Roshan. Storm Spirit, very easy to jump in, but the Observer Wards up for both Dire and Radiant on the cliff sides of Roshan. Here comes your first hook. They drag Moo up. They know the greatest in a three-man corridor. Resolution! He hit the money low right here. Chain forward. Wings, where's your extra damage? Resolution will keep chasing down after him. The Yules are up, keeping Faith out of it. And Moo still wants Ice Ice. They're going to go on Faith first. He'll drop down, and they get them all. Wings, they had 5 feet. Times it by 2, 10 in the grave.
For Wings to gank them with the relocate.
Ice Ice, he's found Moo. Relocates on the way. They got extra help, but Moo's going to pop. Could not deny himself. Wee's actually in the neighborhood. Might try and find a revenge kill. It was a relocate in, so he knows there's only going to be one hero left. And it looks like Ice Ice, the man without a single point up in Flesh Heap, will die to the magical damage of Wii. Inside the Dire jungle, while on bottom lane, Global Silence helps kill a Void. So tit for tat between DC and Wings.
DC.
They actually can't TP out Blink. Blink is walking so far over that he can just jump, and yep, there she goes into the tree line. Number 1, but the seal is up. Your Scepter will dispel it. Global Silence, but Resolution drops the Chronosphere. They wait for him to hit the ground and then burn him in the light.
They knew that smoke was coming, but he didn't jump that far.
In Yule Scepter, the crunch! Hits on 4! They hook out Resolution! Almost back to tier 4 towers! He'll time walk down up the force off of Misery trying to save him! The Aegis Immortal will trigger, so Weeha back up again! And they're gonna burn down the Slaughter! The assault into the base! Ice Ice can't keep the fight going for Wings! Unable to latch that hook, but it's still Shadow finding a double kill, repelling DC.
Things are going to get a lot easier once next daytime hits.
Oh, the Observer Ward, they see Blink. He's walking straight into Misery. The stuns, the Mystic Flares. You'll step her up. Is there a relocate save? Yeah. No! Innocence! It's like he grabbed onto him, but not strong enough to pull him through the void. And now he's coming back in 3, 2, 1. And goodbye, Innocence. He'll spend his money before death, both mech recipe as well as buckler recipe. When you have momentum, he's going back into the Orchid after Bloodstone and Yules. While top in the jungle, Ice Ice and Mystic Flare doing some work. He'll survive. The Glimmer Cape keeps him invis. And Faith looking for the crush, but he missed it. Now Resolution. They already found one. Weeha is caught inside the Chronosphere, trying to kill the Slaughter. Shadow will move over. Can they find the kill? Yules up from Slaughter. He'll go again up and towards the air. Shadow still wants his kill over on Weeha. Faith will drop in the meantime with the Rod of Atos. The curse, it should be enough, but the Yule Scepter. Dispel, Shadow's running out of mana. The blink out, Weeha keeps the kite going. Resolution with a time lock there. A double kill for Moo. And Wings kited to the end of the earth in a stiff breeze.
Another phenomenal play coming out from Wii, and such an unlucky miss.
Game help, like the Skywrath Mage Orbs.
Yeah, it might be time to bring back the 2-1-2 mid lanes.
Faith. Top lane, quick jump. You'll Scepter up. That's the Slaughter. Still got 6. Oh, okay, those charges don't mean anything. He didn't even have a chance to trigger it off as Moo finds the kill. Especially during the daytime. Extra heal, Blink gonna jump himself in. The time block holds him in. The Global Silence. They'll actually pull Blink away. with the hook, but now DC, no global silence to fight up against. They know they got the advantage, they got Chrono, they got everything their heart desires. All they want is the racks. DC, everyone was pinging Wings to try and win this grand final. The favorites to do it, but DC, they will be the first to claim the full set of racks on top. Fortification from Wings is slowing this fight down. ISI still looking for a good angle. Blink jumps in. They don't have the opening just yet to smoke the hog. It actually drags the Slaughter out of his crush. They still know they got more than multicast. Blink forced up down outside the Chrono. Silencer caught inside of Innocence. He can't pull him out in time. He'll have to hold in. They have to back up under the Tier 4 towers. DC, they're rampaging on from them for objective-based gaming. But GG, Wings will call it. DC take game number 1 of the TI